Non-compliancy with EAA could cost you. Are you at risk? Let's find out. Today, we are talking about something big, the European Accessibility Act. If you build or sell digital products in Europe, this directive will affect you. By the end of this video, you will know what EAA is and why it exists, who is impacted by it, and how to comply with this directive. We will also discover whether WCAG 2.1 AA is good enough for compliancy and what products and services the EAA actually covers. Watch the entire video because I'll share 3 actionable steps you can take right now to ensure your products are EAA ready. Hey accessibility champions, welcome back. I'm Param Singh and I help designers, developers and testers build and deliver inclusive digital experiences. If my content has ever added value to you, then do subscribe to this channel for more informative videos. A small disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Accessibility compliance can have legal implications and requirements may vary based upon your region. For legal guidance tailored to your organization, always consult a qualified attorney. Before we dive in, a huge shout out to everyone who commented on my previous videos. Your insights, questions and feedback helps everyone. Special shout out to Vignesh for asking great question about CAEC points and how to submit them. Asif for asking questions related to CAPTCHA images. And Dinesh for his thoughtful feedback. It's always great to hear different perspectives. Want a shout out in the next video? Drop a comment below and let's keep the discussion going. First thing first, what is the EAA? The European Accessibility Act or EAA is a landmark directive designed to remove accessibility barriers across the European Union. It ensures that digital products and services are accessible to people with disabilities. The European Accessibility Act is a directive, not a law. This means it sets accessibility goals that all EU member states must achieve. But each country decides how to implement them through its own national laws. Think of EAA like a company-wide policy that says all employees must wear professional attire. However, each department interprets this differently. One office might require formal suits, another might allow business casuals, a third might enforce it's only for client-facing employees. Similarly, while the EAA mandates accessibility, each EU country creates its own law to enforce it, leading to variations in penalties, timelines, and specific compliance laws. This directive applies across all 27 EU countries and aims to create a single set of accessibility standards. But why does this matter? Accessibility laws vary across Europe, making it really hard for businesses to operate consistently. EAA fixes that by introducing a unified accessibility framework. The EAA becomes fully enforceable by June 28, 2025. That means businesses must be compliant before then, or risk legal and financial penalties. You might be thinking, I don't live in Europe, so this does not affect me, right? Wrong. If you sell digital products or services in EU, the EAA applies to you. If you operate a website, mobile application, e-commerce store, or software used in EU, the EAA applies to you. If you develop self-service kiosks, banking applications, or streaming services used in Europe, you guessed it, the EAA applies to you. Even non-EU companies must comply if they serve EU customers. So whether you are based in the US, Canada, India, or anywhere else, if your digital products are used in Europe, you need to meet these standards. Now let's talk about the compliance. To comply with the EAA, business must ensure that their digital products and services follow the EU accessibility standards. Key areas covered are website and mobile applications. It must be perceivable, operable, understandable, and robust to all users. And these are the 4 principles on which WCAG or Web Content Accessibility Guidelines is based on. Secondly, it's for e-commerce platforms. Online shopping must be fully accessible from browsing to checkout. Banking services. Banking apps and ATMs must support screen readers, keyboard navigation, and alternative input methods. It also includes ebooks and digital documents. Your PDFs, ebooks, and digital publications must be readable by assistive technologies. Streaming and entertainment. Video platforms must have captions, audio descriptions, and accessible controls. And lastly, we have transportation services. Booking systems for trains, flights, and buses must be accessible. In short, EAA goes beyond just websites. It applies to a broad range of digital and physical services. If a company is not compliant with the European Accessibility Act by June 28, 2025, it can face serious consequences, including but not limited to fines and legal actions. EU member states can impose hefty fines and lawsuits. Market restrictions. Non-compliant products or services cannot be sold in the EU. And third is the reputation damage, negative publicity, and loss of customer trust. If you don't have an inclusive application, it excludes millions of potential users who need accessible products. One of the most common questions businesses and developers ask is, if my website follows WCAG 2.2, does that mean I'm automatically EA compliant? The short answer is no, not necessarily. While WCAG or Web Content Accessibility Guidelines is an excellent starting point, it does not fully cover all EA requirements. The EA is broader because it addresses more than just a website and mobile apps. It includes a range of digital and physical services as well as the customer service interactions. Let's break it down further. WCAG 2.1 AA is the gold standard for web accessibility. It provides guidelines to ensure that website and mobile applications are perceivable, which means content must be visible and understandable to people with disabilities. Example, text alternatives for images, captions for videos. Operable, user must be able to navigate and interact with the content even if they use assistive technologies like screen readers, keyboards, or switch devices. Understandable, information and UI elements must be clear and easy to understand. And robust, content should work across browsers and with different assistive technologies. If your website meets WCAG 2.1 AA, that's a big step towards EA compliance, but it's not enough. The EAA goes beyond web and mobile accessibility. It includes requirements for physical accessibility. The EA covers ATMs, self-service kiosks, ticketing machines, and banking terminals, ensuring they work for people with disabilities. WCAG does not cover this. Customer service accessibility. Businesses must provide accessible customer support options such as text-based chat, relay services, and accessible call centers. Again, WCAG does not mandate accessible support services. Product usability and interaction. The EA ensures that digital services, devices, and softwares, including e-readers, banking apps, and e-commerce platforms, can be used effectively by people with disabilities. Legal and business obligations. Unlike WCAG, which is a set of guidelines, the EAA is a directive. Companies that fail to comply could face legal actions, penalties, and restricted market access in the EU. Take a look at this table for the services that you have in Europe and whether being fully WCAG 2.1 AA conformance covers for EA or not. Key takeaway is that WCAG 2.1 AA is great for websites and applications, but EA covers much more, including your physical services, digital platforms, and customer support. Here are the 3 steps that you can take right now to ensure compliance. Audit your products and services. Conduct an accessibility audit on your website, apps, and digital platforms. Test with screen readers, keyboard navigation, and voice controls. Identify barriers in checkout flows, media players, and interactive elements. Second, expand beyond WCAG. Follow WCAG 2.2 for additional improvements and look for additional requirements in EN 301-549. There are more requirements when compared to WCAG only. Ensure video captions, audio descriptions, and text alternatives are present. Consider physical accessibility, for example, accessible payment kiosks. And third, train your team. Educate designers, developers, and testers on EAA requirements. Provide training on inclusive designs and assistive technologies. Embed accessibility in your SDLC, making it an integral part of the development lifecycle. The European Accessibility Act is a game changer, and businesses that ignore it risk losing customers and facing legal trouble. If you are serious about accessibility, start prepping now. Drop a comment. Are you already working towards the EA compliance? Let's discuss it. Subscribe for more web accessibility insights. On this channel, I break down complex topics so you can take proactive action. Share this video with your friend or colleague working on digital products, web designs, or e-commerce. They need to know this. Let's make the digital world accessible for all. See you in the next video. This is Param Singh signing off.